Hi guys, and welcome back to This is Fortaleza. My name is Jacqueline Quintero, and Fortaleza is a community where we shed light to mental wellness and personal development. And today I'm going to be talking about something that is fundamental for everybody to practice every day, if not, routinely. And we're going to be talking about self-care and the wellness wheel. So I'm going to be introducing what self-care looks like, and what I do to implement efficient and effective self-care routine. Okay, so let's start with what is self-care. Self-care is the intentional, proactive pursuit of combined wellness that balances mind, body, and spirit, both professionally and personally. Okay, so in other words, self-care means really listening to your body. It means taking moments to check in intentionally and tuning into your thoughts and what you're telling yourself. Okay, most importantly, it's challenging your behaviors and belief systems to ensure that you are in alignment with becoming a better, more proactive person. Okay, and basically, to sum it up, it means taking care of your entire being, you as a whole, both physically, spiritually, mentally. And again, I'm going to dive into the wellness wheel and the different categories of self-care, because there is a misconception where people believe that self-care usually means only eating healthy or working out. Don't get me wrong, although those are crucial to ensuring you guys are practicing healthy and a well-being. This doesn't necessarily mean that you're practicing self-care. If you hate dieting, if you hate working out, it's not considered a self-care routine. So the important thing to think about self-care is to ensure that you are getting enjoyment out of these activities. Your self-care routine should make you into a better version of yourself. Okay? And again, there's 8 different categories. Some people practice 6, some people practice 9, but usually we see 8 different categories. And I'm going to dive into each of the categories a little bit, introduce them, and how they show up. I'm going to go in briefly, but don't be alarmed, because I'm also going to create an Instagram diagram that's going to be talking about each of the categories on a step-by-step basis, because I am going to be, again, briefly introducing all of them. Okay, so let's dive right into it. The first category is the emotional category, and this is when you practice effective coping mechanisms to ensure you're having a sense of positive self-regard and creating satisfying and healthy relationships. So you usually should keep positive attitude. You should learn how to cope with your stress. You should be realistic about your expectation and time. Most importantly, be sensitive with your own feelings and other people's feelings as well. Okay. The second category that we see in the wellness wheel is environment. And this is something that I do practice as well. So by occupying pleasant, stimulating environments, it does support your well-being. So this can a lot of people say that your home or your room is a reflection of your mind, and I strongly do believe that. So, you can keep your room clean. You could find your favorite study spot. For me, I love to go to the beach or the ocean and just meditating. It brings me a sense of calmness and relief. So ensuring you're finding the right place. If, for example, other people might be their grandma's house, a certain bedroom, or just a place where you feel very at ease and it brings you basically calm and healthy environment. Okay. Number 3 would be a financial category. And this is important to establish your financial habits. A lot of the times, stress in society is caused by finances. So it's important to evaluate your financial habits and also create an action plan to ensure that you guys are on the right proactive way to achieving whatever you want to accomplish, whether it's monetary or financially. But that is one of the categories in the wellness wheel. Okay. The fourth category, and I feel like I rave about this one every day. I do this every day if I'm not hungover, but mostly I try to practice this very religiously. It is intellectual category. And this is basically actively participating in things that make you curious about new knowledge. And it's about recognizing ways to expand your knowledge and skills intellectually. So basically finding activities that stimulate your intellectual senses. For example, for me, it's reading books, it's listening to motivational speeches, it's listening to podcasts, it's most importantly being open to new ideas and wisdom. Okay, this is about having a growth mentality. And I know a lot of you guys find comfort in rereading like your favorite book, whether it's a Harry Potter book or a 50 Shades of Grey book, but the catch here is to ensure that you're stimulating your mind by reading new things. So the element of surprise is an important factor into this. It's about exploring the unknown because you never know. Something that I do say a lot is if you're not growing, you're decaying. So challenge yourself to learn something new, okay? The fifth category that we see on the wellness wheel is occupation. And this is when people basically find personal satisfaction and enrichment through one's work, school, or volunteering. And for me, Fortaleza is my occupational self-care. I really enjoy taking the time to share my knowledge and enlighten other people through what I've learned in the past. So this is a great example because I'm not getting paid for it, but it does create a lot of happy hormones for me. And this can also look like, taking the time to taking a class to better a certain skill that you're practicing, or donating time to a certain cause that you feel very passionate about. So that is the occupational category, okay? Number 6, and this is something that I also do practice a lot because I do believe that if you look good, you feel good. And it is the physical category. And basically recognizing that you need physical activities, healthy foods, and a nice sleeping schedule to ensure you guys are practicing healthy and effective self-care routines. However, like I said earlier, if you guys drag going to the gym or you hate eating, doing fad diets, look at things that you do enjoy. For example, I have a friend who really enjoys rollerblading. So for her, that is one of her self-care routines where she doesn't like to go to the gym, but she really does enjoy rollerblading. Again, the key component here is finding enjoyment in that physical activity. And most importantly, research shows that if you eat healthy, you work out, and you sleep well, you will get endorphins, which are, as you know, happy hormones. And I thrive off of this, so I highly recommend you guys do this, okay? Number 7 is social. And this basically means developing a strong sense of connection and belonging and well-developed support systems through relationships. As I said in the past, we are human. We are programmed to be with one another. So in order to practice effective social self-care is make an effort to make at least one connection a day that is a healthy connection to ensure that you guys are practicing healthy relationships. Something that I do also want to address is with COVID-19, it is a little more difficult to go out and meet people because we do experience anxiety, or we are anxious to meet people that we don't know. So there is a large community of people who can't go out, whether it's because of disabilities, whether it's anxiety. So keep in mind that you can also create social relationships via online sites, okay? The most important thing is just to build that relationship, whether it's through text, FaceTime, or in person. Just make an effort to connecting with somebody, alrighty? And last but not least, we have the 8th category, which is the spiritual category. And I do practice this a lot as well. Basically, this means defining your personal values and your ethics to make decisions that complement those belief systems, okay? So this will look like practicing mindfulness, or it doesn't necessarily, something that I do want to clarify is this does not mean that you have to practice a certain religion, okay? There is a difference between being spiritual and being religious. But if you do find comfort in being religious, that's definitely fine as well. There's also people that believe in astrology. There's people who believe in the higher self. There's people who believe in energies. So this is for you to decide. I believe in all of the above. You know what I mean? I believe in the higher self, and I do believe in energies. And most importantly, like I said, I just do things that make me feel good about myself in that department, because I do believe if you don't believe in anything, you'll fall for anything. So it is super important for you to be in tune with your own spirituality. And most important, I want to acknowledge that this wellness wheel will change as time progresses. So it does not mean that you're gonna always be practicing these self-care routines. They are gonna evolve. This does fluctuate, but it is important for you to practice it on days that you're not feeling good. And these last couple of weeks, my energy was a little off, which is definitely okay and valid. Something that I do want to address as well is that mental health is not linear. Okay, so there will be days when you feel you're thriving, you're good, you're happy, and there's going to be days or weeks where you don't feel that positive. And this is when you want to implement the wellness wheel. Okay, and also you don't have to do all 8. Don't feel overwhelmed that you have to do these all the time, okay? Like in order to be efficiently, no, do what you feel like you need to work on those like designated days, and just keep working on yourself. And I am, like I said earlier, I am going to be creating an Instagram diagram where I basically label these so you guys can go back and look at it and study it. And most importantly, thank you guys for being here, for being amazing. Heal people, and that's exactly what we're doing. Thank you guys. And send this to somebody who you think might resonate with it, who you feel like should have a stronger self-care routine. And I hope you guys can implement this. Let me know down below which one you love to do. Okay? Most importantly, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm sending you guys lots of light, love, and most importantly, bendiciones. Bye, guys.